Hello, everybody. Welcome to some Elden Ring. I like playing a game while I talked about the Jaffe situation. Um, which, for those who don't know, basically a really progressive ex-dev came out and, for all intents and purposes, acted extremely sexist online. And when I say extremely sexist, I mean like went off on a female content creator sexist for being female, invalidated her opinion, a whole bunch of other stuff just because she's female. Said the only reason she has a platform is because she's female, which is wild. But no, all because she doesn't agree with him on video game points. Which, you know, being sexist over video games exists, you know. But no, supposedly this was supposed to be a really progressive video game creator or ex-game dev came out and was, for all intents and purposes, extremely sexist. Yeah, yeah, that ain't okay. And I've noticed something happened since the election. Um, and this has been a problem long before the election, right? Hypocrites have been a thing long before the election happened. Okay, they'll be a thing that are here long after the election. Okay? Um, but no, I have seen far too many people, especially on the left side of things, go absolutely ballistic. And when I say absolutely ballistic, I mean completely and absolutely unhinged over them not winning the election with Kamala Harris, who I don't think was a good person. I didn't vote for her, nor did I vote for Trump. I voted third party, which honestly might as well just not count as voting, but it wasn't even. I might as well have just not voted. It would not have done anything. But no, I voted third party because Democratic and Republican parties just kind of suck. Like let's face the facts here, and it is the American system's not supposed to be a two-party system. All of that besides the point. I have seen far too many people on the left say completely unhinged and absolutely racist shit to Mexicans, black people, you name it. If they think you voted for Trump, you're getting so many fucking insults thrown at you that are completely and utterly unhinged and absolutely racist that it's insane. There was one video I saw earlier today while scrolling through TikTok where an African American content creator that I have been following for a while now on TikTok came out and talked about how after the election people assume immediately that the dude voted for Trump and have been absolutely ragging on his race and shit in comments, DMs, all of it. All of it. So, yeah, the dude was like, bros, chill the fuck out. I didn't vote for Trump. And it hasn't changed anything. It has not changed anything. It has not mattered who he voted for. Liberals are basically using the election to be an excuse to be fucking racist to people. Which is fucking wild. It reminds me of some comments I saw the other day on fucking Twitter or X or whatever the fuck it's called, because some YouTube videos I watched just make fun of people for that shit. But no, I saw it in a Shoe on Head video, I think it was. Um Women saying we won't do any sexual activities or anything like that with men until we're married. And these are women on the left saying this, which, like, I have bad news for you. Um, you do realize that's what conservatives want, right? Like, they want you to be more conservative. There was this wild TikTok video I scrolled past where they were like, "Oh, I don't want to be judged for my clothes." I'm like, everybody gets judged for their clothes. Sorry, everybody does. If I walk up to you looking like a homeless person, you're gonna think I'm a homeless person. It's that type thing. I think she was dressed up for like a rave or something like that. It's like, oh, um, it was an article specifically. It was like saying that women were putting jackets over their clothes because they were worried what people would think or something. I don't. I don't remember the article for everything, but I do remember it was basically just being modest. Like that's it. It was modesty. It was acting modestly, which is a conservative, type thing to do. And they're like, "Oh, that's abusive." And I'm like, not really. You usually cover up like if you're cold or something like that. If you're covered up because you don't want to get looked at like you're insane, then that's not like a societal issue that for at least the most part. It's mostly just the consequences of your own decisions. Like if you get Nazi symbols tattooed all over you and then are shocked people think you're a Nazi, then I'm sorry, but I wonder what could have given people that idea. Like this isn't out of left field, but no. All of that aside the point, right? And I did get brought off point. Um, dude, what the fuck is up with people on the left using Trump's election as an excuse to absolutely be racist piece of shits? Like legitimately. Like actually. Sorry, that was an alarm that I set earlier. I already took care of what it was set for. So, does it matter now? But anyways, bro, what the fuck? Like actually. Like actually. What the fuck? Cause some of this shit just ain't good. Ain't alright. Like actually. Like they're legitimately just using all this shit as an excuse to be racist. That ain't cool, dude. That isn't cool at all. In any way, shape, form, or fashion. Like, I'm sorry. Oh, it's not cool to be racist? Does that come as a fucking shocker to you? Like, what? And what, you expected people to, like, want to be on the left when they see y'all are fucking being racist and shit now that you've lost the election? Like, what is... Why? Just why? Like, what? Why on earth would you do that? Why would you expect that? And I have seen this happen way too often. I've seen too many videos. I have seen too many people who are supposedly proudly on the left. I say supposedly proudly because it's like you're supposed to be the opposite of how you're acting. Like you're not supposed to act like this if you're supposedly progressive. And they use that rhetoric, that racist rhetoric, is exactly why a lot of the people on the left can't, deal with that shit. It's why, a lot of people on the left. Like, that's why the working class left the left. Which is a really fucking wild sentence to say, because historically, Democrats have just been the better people if you're the working class. Historically. Yet in this election, the working class left. The working class actually came out to vote. And there was always this theory that that there's a silent majority, that the majority is usually silent, and the minority is usually the loudest. A loud minority and a silent majority. I've heard that theory a few times, but I never thought it could be fucking applied to the entirety of the United States. Well, even with Taylor Swift's endorsement, Kamala still lost, which is an entire thing by itself. But like, I think that just kind of, I think that just kind of goes to show, hey, they didn't run. Kamala just didn't run a good campaign or anything like that. Anyways, back onto the point. A lot of, and I do mean this, a lot of people on the left has decided now that they've lost, they can be as racist as they possibly want to be. That's not okay. That's not okay or acceptable behavior. And supposedly these are the people with college educations. Supposedly. These are the people with college educations. And they can't figure out why maybe, you know, that might be seen as not a good idea. Because they're just being fucking racist. They are being racist and using. Hell, some are calling ICE on their neighbors and shit who they think voted for Trump. And I think ICE is the name of them. I do think ICE is the name of the people who deport others in the deport people over here in the United States. If I'm being totally honest with all of you, I hope personally that the people who call ICE to try and get others deported, I hope they get jail time, or at least some sort of punishment, like community service, because what they're doing is not okay in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It just isn't okay. And I'm not afraid to say that. I'm really just not afraid to say it. Is I think it needs to be said. But that's an entire thing in and of itself. Okay. People are using the election to just be absolutely little fuckers. They're they're treating it as a way to be racist to those that honestly they think are lesser. They think those who aren't like them are lesser. And that's that's the heart of the matter. That is the heart of the matter. And yeah, it's absolutely insane for somebody to say, "Hey, you know, I hope you get what you wanted, you insert racist terms here." Sentence to somebody. Like that's fucking not okay. At all. In any way, shape, form, or fashion. I would hope, I would hope most of you would agree. And if you don't, I'm not sure I want you at all to follow me. Honestly. I'm I'm not sure I want you anywhere near my channel. Honestly. So if you think it's okay to look down on people just because they don't agree with you, then leave. Leave. That's just that's what I have to say to you. Fucking unsubscribe. Never watch my videos again, please. Or just, erase this video from your mind. I do not want anything of mine to ever be attached to somebody who's like that. Ever. So if you're watching this and you think that, some of the shit is okay, you can think that, but think it's okay to be racist just because somebody doesn't agree with you, leave. Get out of here. I just fuck off. Fuck right off. And it gets worse because there was a study done a while ago saying uh, that the more if you go to college and such and get educated, you're more likely to become Democratic. You're more likely to vote Democratic and such, right? That doesn't mean you're stupid if you don't vote Democratic at all. Because unlike what most people assume, college does not mean you're smart. But all of that besides the point. I'm logging off. This is a shorter video than I usually make. I mostly talked about the David Jaffe and Vera Black situation, I think is the name of the channel that the channel name of the lady he just went off being ridiculously sexist towards. Um, yeah. No, I think I hope I got her channel name right. Because I was watching one of her videos a little bit ago. Honestly, she makes good content. Seriously, like, go check out her video. Or videos, I should say. They're pretty decent. Like, none of them are bad. At least not from what I've seen. And I've not watched all of her content. I'm not like a hardcore fan or anything like that of her, but she did get attacked by somebody and the YouTube community defended her. I'm happy about that. And I'm glad David Jaffe, whatever his name is, got kind of put in his place. I hope I hope he gets kicked off the internet, or at least he realizes, oh shit, this ain't healthy. So, I hope he stops sticking around on the internet. He was the original creator of the God of War series. God of War's 1 and 2, he was a dev for. And while those are amazing feats, I've never played the games. Um, my dad said, and my dad did, and he loved the games. They were like some of his favorite games. He tried to get me to play them, but like I was obsessed with the Ben 10 PlayStation Portable game and Wii game. My dad gave me his old PlayStation Portable. It was great. Ben 10 and Secret Sundays or Secret Saturdays was the name of the other people I would play. Really fun games. Like honestly, really good games. But like at the same time, really wish I didn't lose that PlayStation Portable. Really honestly wish I didn't lose the PlayStation Portable. PSP. Only PlayStation I have ever owned. But no. My dad talked about the games. He loved the games. I asked him about the games a little bit when I was little, and he's like, "Nah, you're not old enough for those." So, no. But it's the same to see somebody like this, and it gets worse because he defended Veilguard, which its non-binary character repeatedly insults one of the other characters by talking to them the wrong way and basically saying, "Oh, you're a necromancer? Nah, death mage. All you bring is death." Repeatedly insulting them, even though they repeatedly told them, "Hey, I don't see myself as that." Uh, they say I would not prefer to be called that. I prefer to be called a necromancer because that is what I am. I'm not a death mage. I'm not a blood mage. It's basically the gist of it, and no matter what, you can't say, "Hey, what you're doing is wrong" to the character. And it's wild because, the straight dude did that to somebody who's like trans or something like that. Everybody would rag on the straight dude, right? Like we can all agree that it's not okay to do that to somebody. Or at least most people can agree. Don't get me wrong, there are people who think that that's okay, but most people don't think that's okay. And that's how it is. That's how it is. You know, but it's an entire thing just by itself. Okay? It's an entire thing just by itself. And he defends Veilguard and supposedly has a lot of LGBTQ family. Supposedly. His words, he's got a lot of people a part of that. Okay? I don't think they'd be happy to know, hey, you're insulting women online because they don't agree with you. And I do hope your family finds out and they do get you, like, off. They just get you off the internet. Like, honestly, I really do hope you get off the internet. I do not think you should be on the internet at this point, dude. Because go take care of your actual family members rather than being ridiculously sexist online because you don't agree with somebody. Anyways, that's where I'm gonna end the video because I could talk about this a whole bunch and just go on, and I'm trying to keep the video under 30 minutes because I'm trying to learn editing. So I have like I have a video like this saved. I'm never gonna upload it. I'm just using it to like experiment with editing a little bit, which has not been turning out well. So I'm gonna go do that after I get Godfrey's Great Rune. So, or Godric's. Godric's? Godric's Great Rune. So goodbye.